My name is Stacy Kim, and welcome to the Benthic Lab. In the Benthic Lab, we study disturbance ecology, and we're here to try and tell the rest of the local community what it is that we do and why they should be interested in it. Sometimes we're trying to take cores to see what kind of animals are living in the sediment, so we poke the sand core in and try to put the top on it. And it's really hard when you've got all that stuff on to try and do that. So go ahead and try it. So stick this in as if like there's little animals in there, shove it down in, and now you got to get this underneath the bottom. So you got to kind of wiggle it around under the sand and try to get it on the top.
And that I won't.
And it has mesh on the top so that the animals can't escape, but the water will go out. So think about it. You're trying to do this underwater. You got your fins on, you got your mask on. You're trying to get your brother to hold the top of the tube.
Yeah, he's probably doing such a good job.
Well, we often do. We often work in buddy pairs, and a lot of times it is one person holding and the other person, you can talk to each other. So you're going, okay.
Trying to do sign language or something to get an understanding what you want.
So you don't want any of the little animals to escape. So humans cause disturbances in communities, and it's not that those disturbances aren't natural, it's just that they happen at a much faster rate than most changes happen. So we're here to look at the communities of plants and animals, both on land and in the water, and how they change in response to human activities, and how we can minimize our activities to help the ecosystem function more naturally and function in a balanced manner. Beautiful! So usually what we do is we take 6 cores per site, and that gives us enough replication, which they probably have talked about in the Student Oceanography Club, to make sure that we describe the community really completely and we don't have too much error. So we are always carrying around these little 6-pack core racks. So we do work both in Monterey Bay, locally in Elkhorn Slough, and a lot of the wetland areas around Monterey Bay. And then we bring the animals back, and we sieve them out, and we sit under our microscopes, and we tease out all the little tiny animals and count them, and then we look at changes in the community over long time periods, over decades of how things are changing down there.
Landing Marine Labs is involved in state-of-the-art research in marine sciences worldwide. And some of this involves under-ice research in Antarctica, looking at benthic communities.
And Antarctica is a great place to work because there are such minimal human disturbances. And by understanding how the ecology works there, we can also understand what's out of balance here in our local ecosystems and how we might bring it back into balance.
Using a novel submersible device called Skinny, we're able to study habitats that have never been seen before under the ice in Antarctica.
So this is Skinny. That stands for Submersible Capable of Under Ice Navigation and Imaging. It's an underwater robot, a remotely operated vehicle. We use this vehicle in Antarctica. The reason why it's skinny is because we only have to drill a very small hole in the ice in order to put this in. So it allows us to get to places that we wouldn't be able to reach otherwise with a minimal amount of logistic support. So we also have one of the vehicles in the water tank outside, and people are driving it around. It's pretty easy to drive. We have some videos running here that show what Skinny sees when it's under the ice in Antarctica. You get lots of experiences here at Open House. You can check out the vehicle, check out the electronics, see what Skinny sees in Antarctica, and try to drive it in a test tank right here.